Hello. In this video, we will see how we can synchronize requirements from DOS with MgX or Excel interface. So in the previous video, we saw how we use the combination of MG and MgX to manage requirements that is in DOS. But in today's video, we will see how we can use MgX to completely drive the workflow to query modules in DOS, get the artifacts within the modules, and how we can synchronize it with SysML model. So here I have MG open. Let me import the functions that are necessary for today's workflow. And here we have a simple SysML model, EVA MgX. It has a subpackage called stakeholder requirement and a module, EVA stakeholder requirement, to which we'll be adding requirements from DOS. Let me open MgX. So in this worksheet, I have the project I want to connect with and the functions to query the modules and get the requirements. So in those, you can see I have a module called EVA stakeholder requirement and another module called system requirement and so on. So I'm going to connect to those. So we are now connected to those, and I can list the modules that are available in the project. So here we have the list of modules that are available, and I can select the module that we want to query the requirement from. So let's say I want to work with EVA stakeholder requirement, and then I need to provide a path in our SysML module where the requirements should be added to. So here we are using .query to navigate our SysML model. This means that we are starting with a top level package called EVA MgX and then navigating to stakeholder requirement and finally the EVA stakeholder requirement module, as you can see in the SysML model. And then I provide a name range within the Excel. So I have created a name range called DNG requirements to which the requirements from those will be added to. So here you can see in this worksheet requirements from those that we do not have any requirements here. So let me click on get requirements. You can see it's going to now connect to those and populate the SysML model automatically with requirements. See that we automatically created SysML requirements based on the requirements that we find from those. And if I go to the worksheet requirements from those, you can see that we have captured the ID, name, and documentation of the requirements. So let's say I want to add new requirement from MgX to TOS. Let me update this specific worksheet with requirements from the SysML model. So these are the same list of requirements that we saw on the other worksheet. So to the existing list of requirements, let me add a new requirement for evaporator cooling performance. So this requirement just captures that the evaporator shall operate to reduce the temperature from 30 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius. Now I can add these requirements initially to the SysML model. So I'm going to synchronize to SysML model. My update is done. We go back to MG. You can see that the new requirement evaporator cooling performance is added. I can now add this requirement to those. Okay, now my requirements are added to those. So now you can see the new requirement evaporator cooling performance is added to those. So I can just click on update from model to receive the latest ID for our requirement. In this video, we saw how MgX bridges the gap between requirements and system modeling. By integrating with Doors NG, synchronizing the SysML models, and generating Excel views, we were able to push our updates back to Doors and maintain a truly connected model.